Hello everyone, Josh here with Anime Impact, bringing you guys some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. And you guys know from reading the title that I have indeed finally hit the pinnacle of the mountain of Stage 1 of the World Championship Qualifiers. I have now ascended to level 25, the max level. And I did so without using any of the typical meta. I basically ran extra, which I showed you guys in the last video. And then I went the rest of the way with Ojama Go. And Ojama Go and Extra together were so much fun. I wasn't sure if I wanted to run a tilt deck the rest of the way because those tilty stall decks can take a while. And our biggest matchup, of course, is Sylvan. Sylvan's being the biggest problem. But somehow I found a way. I was patient. I got through it. I even teched in a particular trap card which saved the day on numerous occasions, and I am talking about Defense Draw, a very underrated card. Nobody's really running it. Well, your boy's running it, and let me tell you what, Defense Draw is amazing. Not only does Defense Draw get around Rose Lover's effect of basically negating a trap on a monster, it also allows me to mitigate damage, allow me to draw into other cards that I hopefully need for the following turn, and it also gets around Silence, Swordsman, Tilt as well, so it's definitely a multi-purpose card. And it works in an assortment of ways, and it helped me a lot. Now, before I get into that, I want to talk about a couple things real quick with the current meta, really. This is probably the worst meta I've ever experienced in all of Duel Links ever since day one. I mean, this meta is complete cancer from top to bottom. Like, you'd be lucky if you go into the ladder and not see any sort of tilty deck. You know, some cancerous deck right now, like Sylvan's, Amazonas, Noble Knights. I mean, you have Ojama Go, myself using that. I haven't seen it. I didn't see anybody else in the ladder running Ojama Go. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know. But I did run into a few extra decks, which was pretty cool. I won most of those mirror matches, though, because they didn't have the tech in for not decking out like I do with deep-seated. So, haha, on them players. But yeah, the meta right now is just insane. Honestly, if people are getting like 100k plus points in the qualifiers, they're probably using mods at this point. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. So look forward to seeing some of the scores after the regionals because you're probably going to see a lot of the modders really standing out. And remember, Konami really doesn't have a way implemented currently to the game to really track those sorts of things or even get rid of modders. So people that are indeed using mods, seeing back row, your hand, and stuff like that, they don't really have a way in the game to detect it. I don't know if they don't care or what, but yeah, you're probably going to see a lot of people playing, you know, with that, you know, modded APKs, probably in the regionals. They're probably running them right now, honestly, because, I mean, they've been running them for literally since the game came out. But I feel like with the way the meta is right now, you're probably going to see a lot more people jumping on that, and that's unfortunate. Another thing, they really need to nerf Rose Lover. I'm sorry. I know it's been said so many times that's almost redundant at this point, but I mean, honestly, Konami, you need to do something about Rose Lover. Completely ridiculous what that card single-handedly has done in the Sylvan deck in the current state of the game, in the meta. It's insane. But another thing I want to talk about is this special gift campaign. Just a quick off-topic. Where the hell is the damn thing? I swear I've seen it one time, and I've looked between both worlds constantly for the past 2 days. I have seen, no lie, one magical hats on my screen. One. And you're supposed to get randomly 1 to 5 a day. I'm like maybe more like 1 a day, maybe 1 every 2 days. But yeah, some event there, Konami, some event. Well done, awesome event. I don't know if you guys have experienced that as well. And the time stall, Konami, you need to put a 60-second max timer per turn because these people, when they know that they've lost, they're sitting there time stalling. And when you're playing in an event that is time sensitive, where you want to get this done before the 8th, you know, before the second stage comes out, before the real grind happens, for those of you who are actually trying to climb to the top, which I'm honestly not. But for those people that are doing that and you're trying to, you know, create time management, you don't want to sit there while they have a full 300 seconds to just sit there and time stall you. That's ridiculous. I just wanted to kind of throw those things out there real quick. But yeah, anywho, let's jump right into the dual replays. I've rambled on long enough. As you guys can see here, I am Duel Links level max. I did it all in 118 wins. I still need 2 more wins to even get my final ticket for this season of ranked PvP because I got Was it 26 wins to KOG this season, which was really, really fast. I did that in like the first day or two that I came back. And then I think I had like around 40, 45 wins in PvP before the qualifiers came out. So I'd say roughly 70 or so wins here to get up to max level, which is a little bit longer than I wanted to. But again, I was running a lot of tilt decks, so it was expected to take a little bit longer. But with patience and determination and stubbornness, we conquered the meta. And I am going to show you guys a few of the replays of people that we tilted along the way. Alright, so we have, I believe we have a full set here. Yep, let's start with Odeon. The video is already up to 5.5 minutes or so hopefully we can wrap this up before the 15-minute mark. I don't want to make the video too long. I only like to do long videos when I'm doing my Pokemon videos because I like to sit back and chill for like 20-30 minutes. But unfortunately, the game I wanted to play for you guys has still not been released yet. I might have to pick up a different Pokemon game to play for you guys in the meantime. I'm not pleased with Dragon Ball Legends. It's been extremely boring. That's why you have not seen me do any content on that here really on the channel much beyond a couple tutorials. Because really, you know, Dragon Ball Legends is just, there's nothing really to do. It's just boring, and I feel like it's going to be like that forever because it's just the way they made the game. I mean, PvP is fun, but after like, you know, 3 or 4 matches, you're just done. You're ready to just walk away and do something else. Alright, here we go. Dead's Counter Blow. And like I said, guys, Defense Draw was literally the MVP in this deck, no lie. It saved me so many times. I don't know how many replays you'll see where it actually did a lot of good. But let me tell you, on the majority of my matches, it saved my bacon. Bacon saver. There you go. And I've noticed there was I was playing a lot of Sylvans today that were running 3 copies of Cyclone. 3 times copies of Cosmic Cyclone. I was like, what? And I've seen a lot of variations of Sylvans today, too. Like, I've seen some really crazy combination with Sylvans today. It was, like, insane. Like, I saw Hazy... I saw a Hazy Phoenix earlier today, and I was like, what? I saw that build. I was like, that was pretty crazy. I've seen people with the Sylvan build with Amazonis. Yeah, I'm like, what is that kind of hybrid combination? Look, people's even running Forbidden Graveyard. Like this, the tilt has become so strong in this game that people are just trying to scramble for any kind of card combos that they can think of to help them on the ladder because it is that bad right now. It's insane. And we're going to go ahead and use Ojama Go. Now, the reason why Sylvans have a really good match against Ojama Go, not only do they have, you know, for the most part, that trap protection thanks to Rose Lover and the Koma Shroom will always nuke in my back row, but they also have Marsleaf, which can actually destroy the tokens that I give him, which is meant to be there to lock him down, but he can kind of play around that. And a lot of people are running, are running that. So that's the problem I faced a lot. But yeah, we got around it for the most part. We did pretty well today. Like I said, I took about 70 wins or so from 15 to 25, which is a lot more than I really wanted to invest into it. But we're done. We got there, and I'm happy. There we go. Carried weight champion. Lotus Wayne. Everyone who's running Sylvans is running Lotus Wayne today. I'm not gonna lie. You'll be lucky if you don't see one that's not. I don't know why you'd run Dark Core over Tribute to the Doomed. Honestly, if I was running Sylvans, I'd run 3 copies of Tribute to the Doomed because of the current meta. I wouldn't even run Providence. Honestly, I would just run 3 copies. If you guys are running Sylvans, like I don't really like them, but I ran them earlier this season, so I'm not gonna hate you for doing it. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to get around the tilt. You know, you got to fight fire with fire. So for those of you who are running Sylvans, I would recommend running at least 2 or 3 copies of Tribute to the Doom because the way the current meta is right now, it would work much better than Providence. You can even see they're even running Treacherous Chapel for crying out loud. You could even try to run 3 Rainbow Life because what's cool about Rainbow Life and Sylvans is Rainbow Life with Sylvans is really, really clutch because then you don't got to run Grit. Then you can run... You know, I don't think running Econ anymore in that deck particularly is that great either at the current moment. I would say instead of running Grit or Econs, I'd say run Restart with either 3 times Tribute to the Doomed with Advanced Card or Advanced Card with 3 copies of Rainbow Life. Because Rainbow Life can be used to actually send your Carrot or your Rose Lover to the grave, and you gain all those life points. So it's a lot better than Grit, in my opinion. for consistency anyway, especially since you can use restart and take advantage of that. And as you can see, these duels are extremely long. Extremely long. I don't know if I should even show you guys all 5 replays. I mean, this is taking a lot longer than I expected. We need like a fast forward button on the duel replays. That'd be great. Let me go ahead here and actually turn dialogue off. That might help speed this up a bit. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. So we're going to Massive Morphous Carrot. I mean, he's pretty much in lockdown at this point. And it's funny because a lot of people, I don't know why I said advanced card. It's card advanced, Jesus. But I've noticed a lot of people think that they're going to deck me out. And I'm like, bro, have you not seen Ojama Go deck? You're never going to deck a Ojama Go deck out. They're either running 1 or 2 copies of Avarice, or they're running Deep Seated or Dog Marin or anything like that. It's like you're never going to deck out Ojama Go user, man. But then again, a lot of people probably have never seen Ojama Go. I mean, it was very popular about 2 or 3 months ago, and then it kind of it and Extra Extra kind of dipped off. But the way the current meta is right now, Extra Extra and Ojama Go are amazing. They're back up there, baby. And people still deny calling them meta, and I'm sorry. At this current time, I'd say a month ago, yeah, they weren't meta. But at this current point in time, they are meta. They're top tier meta. I don't care. You can argue with me all you want, but I have the proof here to back it up. I just took this bad boy to max level through all of this tilt. I'm playing all these tilty players. I'm playing all these players trying to rush to get to 25. All the best players in the world right now trying to rush to get to 25 so they can just chill and take a week off. A lot of players like myself are already in the regionals. We don't even need to do this, but the gems are enticing, and the fact that the gems are there, you want to do it. You kind of feel like you need to, especially in a game that releases a box set every single 3 weeks or 3 weeks or so. You need your gems when you can get them. And I haven't seen a Gyaku. I have not seen Gyaku in a long time. And I was like, wow, I'm playing a Bujin deck, they're rocking Gyaku. What? Like, because Gyaku, you would think it wouldn't really be that relevant right now, because there ain't really all that much back row at the moment, besides maybe Noble Knights. Because stall decks still aren't really considered part of the meta right now. They're kind of newly, brought back in right now during the qualifiers. You weren't even seeing these decks on the ladder that much, for ranked PvP. But the fact that, we got Noble Knights and we got Silent Magician or Silent Swordsman and stuff like that, since the meta is not just Sylvans anymore or just Amazonas. By the way, this deck completely shuts down Amazonas. You got those options now. You got a little bit of wiggle room to start running some of these tilt decks. You can even run Endless Trap Hell or a Chain Reaction with Odeon as well, which I've ran into a lot of those today, running Paleozoics with Witch Raider. So those are pretty good options as well. A lot of things right now that are tilty. But yeah, Rose Lover definitely one of those cards that they got to do something. Konami definitely needs to do something about that. It's completely out of hand at this point. Sword of the Deep-Seated and Surrender. I like when you get early surrenders instead of having to sit there through the whole thing. It's usually they don't surrender until you hit them with a Deep-Seated, and then that's when they surrender. Because a lot of times they have a card advantage on you, because there's a lot of people in the meta right now running 30 card decks, 25 card decks, 28 card decks for some reason. I've seen a lot of Noble Knights and Spellbooks today, and they were all running like 25, 30 card decks. Bujins with Grass is Greener as well. So, I mean, it's a lot of decks like that. They're going to have a card advantage. And since we're only running 20 cards in this deck and not 21 or 22 like I did on my Extra, if we go second, we're always going to be at a disadvantage. Or actually, if we go first, we're going to be at a disadvantage. One of those ways around. I don't know. I got it twisted. Ignore me. Ignore that. Ignore that whole thing. He's going to use Cup of Ace. Now, this is funny because I believe this is a Silent Swordsman deck with Joy Wheeler. Yep. And he had Backup Rider. And then he had Silent Sword Slash, which is fine because no matter how powerful he gets it's only going to do 1,000 damage. A way around that is you want to chain a card after it, and then you can get around that, with a either what is it? If you have double floodgates, I guess you can get around it. Or if you play like Masomorph second, you can get around that as well. You could do things like that. Or OG Karibo. And defense draw, like I said, defense draw also plays around that, and you also have impenetrable attack, which plays around that. Impenetrable attack is actually a good option if you guys are running noble knights, because it can protect your knights as well, and you can even use them with the use impenetrable attack with double cyclones. So there's some options for that as well, guys. I'm just trying to give you guys my insight on kind of what I saw on the ladder in the qualifiers and what to probably expect in the regionals. The regionals is going to be the same. Like, honestly, this is the regionals. We've already started the regionals. I don't care what anybody says. These same decks are going to be in the regionals as well. Alright, so we have two left, Seto Kaiba and Meiko Tsunami. One of these is the reason why I got pissed off about the time stall. I forget which one it was. It was either this guy or the next guy, and he just pissed me off because he timer stalled me for a full 300 seconds, you know, until he couldn't timer stall me no more, and it literally just pissed me off. I even went on like a little mini rant about it in the Discord. It just irritated me. I was like, why do people do that? It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of your time. It's like, I even said I'm not going to rant much about Konami anymore because we already know at this point, like, they're just going to do whatever they want to do. As long as the Japanese players are happy, they don't give a fuck about the rest of the world. But, I mean, this is a little mini rant for you players out there who think it's funny to sit there and time stall. You know what? It pisses me off. It's like, you're a worthless piece of shit if you're going to sit there and time stall somebody because you lost. You're wasting their time. You're wasting your own time. It's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? Are you fucking mental retarded ass motherfucker? I don't know. Like, are you I'm trying to think of a good term. It's like, I feel bad for people who are literally in need of special education because they get treated like idiots when they're not the idiots. These fucking people are the fucking real idiots. The ones who have a brain and they don't use it. They have no disability, but they act like they do. They're pretenders. They're salty shaft gobblers. That's what they are. They're a salty shaft gobbler. And I'm not going to explain to you guys what I'm talking about when I say shaft. If you guys don't know what I'm referencing, then you're too young to know anyway. But yeah, they're just a bunch of fucking shafty fucking or salty shaft gobblers. That's what they are. Fucking damn it. Do not time stall, guys. Just do not do it. It's a dick move. You can BM somebody, you can meme people, you can troll them, you can run a tilty deck, that's fine, but do not time stall somebody. That is just the most fucking piece of shit thing you can do in this game. It's just so stupid and annoying. Alright guys, I'm done. But yeah, that's my rant to you players out there that do that shit. Yes, Konami could do something, make the timer only 60 seconds, which would be great, but you players know what you're doing out there. You know not to do that. You know that's just dumb and stupid, immature, you know, really just downright disrespectful to everything. Like, just don't do it. It's just stupid. It's a waste of everyone's time. So we're going to deck this Amazon player out, which is usually what happens. That or they'll rage quit if they don't do anything early. The only reason this guy held on so long and didn't rage quit was because he had Witch Raider and he thought he was going to do something with that, which, I mean, if you let me build my hand up, your Witch Raider ain't going to mean much of anything. Maybe this is the guy who time stalled me. It was one of these two guys, but of course you won't see the time stall in the replay because the replay won't sit there and, you know, play out the full 300 seconds of him just sitting there. So I can't remember if it was him or this guy. I know it was one of the last two replays that I saved, though. So it was one of them. I think it was actually the last guy. All right, look at this. Look at this hand, and we still win. Three goddamn Dez counter blows in our starting hand, and we still came back and won. How you like that? And that is like about as bricky as a brick you can get with this deck. That or maybe 3 Temple of the Mind's Eye, which I've had that happen once or twice. I mean, if you guys are trying to make a similar build, you could probably cut it down to maybe 2 Temple of the Mind's Eye, but really I want the combo off early. That's why I'm running 3 of each and 3 Yeah, 3 defense draw, 3 golden apples. I'm not golden apples, golden ladybugs, because those are the cards that I want to draw into early. At least some kind of combination of that. Yukiona, you don't have to run her, but she's a good lifesaver in certain situations, especially if you're playing Noble Knights and you want to try and put them face down. Get rid of some of that back row equipped spells before they can get out another one if you don't have a floodgate early, because Massamorph really won't do it if they are running Badir or whatever his name is, or as Mascaran calls him, Bedwetter. So there's things like that to consider. Alright, Amazona's Princess. And then you definitely want to floodgate that, or or Massamorph it, because you do not want him to attack with that, because then he'll start nuking your back row. And this is funny because defense draw came in clutch there, because he thought he was going to pull a fast one on me and actually use Forbidden Chalice on my tokens to try and do 1,000 damage to kill me. Little did he know I'm running 3 defense draws, and I say no, no, no to all that bullshit. And then we just sit here and we go back and forth until I think he just decks out. But definitely, I had a lot of, I should say I didn't have fun per se trying to get through this tilty ass cancerous meta, but I did have fun running these, these decks that I've missed playing for so long here on the channel. And they're mostly free-to-play meta as well. I mean, really, if you take out the floodgates, it's pretty much free-to-play deck. I mean, defense draw, they're only an SR and a mini box, so it's not too bad. So yeah, it's pretty free-to-play deck, honestly, except for the floodgates, of course. But a lot of people could probably easily get at least 1 floodgate. So with Yukiona, which is also a free-to-play card, I mean, you got 2 floodgates there. Then you could just run like 2 Nutrient Zs. Nutrient Z does get around Sylvan's guys, because it's not a targeting trap, so you can still get your Nutrient Z off and boost up your life points. But that, if you're running a build like that, you're probably going to be more beneficial, especially if you want to run Rainbow Life as well. You'd probably want to run that more in an extra deck, more so than an Ojama Go deck. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys like the replays. I hope you guys like the discussion, some of the topics, my depiction of kind of what's going on currently on the ladder. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.